You sort of don't comprehend what you build around you, and the trees and the plants and everything on the stud farm that we see when we look around is Justine and myself.
Marcus, well, it's an interesting time for Cambridge Stud, isn't it? And I guess there's a lot of pride and passion. This is the last yearling crop going through Karaka under the guidance of Sir Patrick Hogan.
Yes, it's quite a nostalgic end, actually. So, look, it's business as usual, but it's more to make sure that Patrick gets through the next 3 or 4 weeks and we sell them well from him, and he can just enjoy it and the emotions of it all let sink, and we'll go from there.
Well, it is a stellar draft, as always, here for Cambridge Stud. We start with lot 12, Tavistock from Samabeel. This colt is obviously from a Samabeel mare. And again, we know the Samabeel Tavistock cross is absolute gold. Half-brother to an 11-time winner here to there. And, of course, that great royal descent Falkirk family. Lots of Samabeel in this colt, too, and plenty of scope and a lot of quality about him.
He's a very typical of the cross, but he's got a lot of Samabeel, but he looks like he's a very narrow, great moving Monsieur type as well, so he's very similar to Werther, also the same type as Tavigo. So look, it's a good cross. He's a lovely moving horse. He's x-rayed well and he's developed, and he's the sort of the Derby colt of the group. Lot
301 by Samabeel from Katie Lee, of course, Sir Patrick's fabulous champion filly, Katie Lee. Now, this colt is obviously the Miss Jessie J, G.I. Jane, Banshee family, and plenty of upside too. The dam is in foal to Schnitzel, but again, a beautiful, strong, a neater sort of type, this fella.
He's very typical of what she leaves. The first foal, the Fastnet Rock, that won his trial by 10, then died. This Samabeel colt's a lot tidier, good moving horse. He's got a lot of Katie Lee about him, but he's also got the Samabeel factor, and isn't he doing a great job? So he ticks all the boxes, and he will be the sort of emotional end for the boss, because he loves Katie Lee, and this is the last of the progeny that he'll ever sell. So we look forward to selling him.
Well, she's produced a horse with perfect conformation too, beautifully put together.
He'll be a real running type, and you'll see him run at 2, and like a few of the Samabeels are doing now. So we're very excited about marketing him and selling him in the ring. Lot
159, the first of the fillies by Tavistock from Diamond Like. A solid body, a beautiful walk on this filly. Of course, the half to Forever Love, Zephyron, the Queensland Oaks runner-up Zanella, Ardesh, second dam Tristalove, that wonderful 8-carat family. And you'd imagine worth a fair bit, this filly, not just on that pedigree, but on type as well. And last year's High Shap went for 850,000.
Yeah, well, this filly's a far superior type to her. She's very much in the Monsieur type. She's got a bit of a mother in behind. She's a great walking filly, good scope. And any stud that wants this family, and you've got this filly in front of you, I'd be getting her definitely. And you saw last year with the other filly, mate. I'd be very surprised if this filly goes for even more.
And finally, 612 Tavistock from Special Diamond. This filly is a sister to Diamond Valores, who was second in the Gloaming, and a half-sister to 2 other stakes performers too. The Derby winner Don Eduardo there is a sister to the mother, 3/4 to Octagonal. Oaks winner Shower of Roses. This family, it just keeps regenerating, doesn't it? It's never really actually paused in its momentum for so many years. And again, the Tavistock Samabeel cross again.
Look, this filly, the first filly that I discussed, has got the pedigree, but this filly's a real type. Different branch of the family compared to Diamond Like, but the half-sister that Rosemont have, they're very excited about her in the autumn. She got black type in Melbourne, and she learnt a lot with the racing, and this filly's just all class, and I could see her in the 1,000 guineas as a 3-year-old, and with a pedigree to boot, she's a great match with the Diamond Like. So if you missed on one, I'd be lined up to get her. So they're perfectly placed in the catalogue, and this filly's the pick of the draft for me. I just really like her. She's just got a touch of class and she's got a great attitude.
Indeed. Well, it's great that you're sticking on here at Cambridge Stud, and I guess they're still very emotional seeing Sir Patrick and Lady Hogan departing from such an historic property.
It is, but as I said to the Patrick, it's one door closes, another one opens. Brendan and Joe Lindsay are fantastic people. They're very motivated for the industry, and I couldn't think of trying to emulate what Patrick and Justine and Lady Hogan have done, and taken this farm with the Lindsays to a bigger, brighter future, and honour what Patrick and I call the boss and Mrs H have done, because they've dedicated their lives to it. And everyone says, oh, it's great for them, but you know, Mrs H has had to put up with them in good times and bad, and I've seen them foaling mares, and she's been there in the mud and doing things. And at least Patrick can enjoy his next 5 or 10 years. He'll have a few mares, have a lot of fun, and we'll still be in constant communication. And I wish him well and look forward to the future, really.